What the heck, man? Alright. I am literally pushing it so hard with this. Let's go to Twitch really quick. I don't want to go to Evo. And let's go to YouTube as well. X. I think it's creator dashboard. Edit stream info. Reacting to Pokemon Present. I think it'll be in just chatting, right? Bro, oh my goodness. I am like, literally, I'm the worst. Where's Pokemon Present? Pokemon Presents. A lot of people are streaming in Sword and Shield. What the heck? Why? Whatever. Alright. Official live streams right here. Alright.
Doors this fall.
It might only be on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, Pokemon Masters EX 2-year. Alright. I just gotta fix one more thing. I'm sorry. Yo. This stream is scuffed today.
2-year anniversary.
Yo, I literally just got home.
Here. Cygnus Leon has
like
arrived, and he's partnered up with
2 seconds before the stream
Team
started.
Up with brothers
Like,
Leon and Hob to face Eternatus
no
in
lie,
the
2
legendary
seconds
event
before the
currently
stream started.
underway.
I just got home. I went to La Colombe with my mom. Shout out to my homie Kelsey. She got me a free coffee because she
To
works there.
celebrate the 2-year anniversary of Pokemon Masters EX,
But bro,
players will
this
get the
stream
chance
could
to
not be
scout
more
up to
scuffed.
100 sync pairs at no
Like,
cost.
this is like the
Plus,
most scuffed
3
thing
different
ever.
legendary events
All right.
are returning at once, meaning players can team up
Let me
with
know how it
three
looks,
legendary
guys.
Pokemon.
Or Smoo if you're the only one here.
N will be returning in a special outfit as part of a Masters sync pair. N and his Pokemon are able to target all opponents with their attacks. Look forward to seeing N as well as other 2-year anniversary
So
sync
what exactly
pairs
is
soon.
this? Is it looking good? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, my camera's kind of low though.
Then, starting in September, a new story arc unfolds.
This
Villainous
dude.
organizations are stirring once more as the story takes a darker turn. You won't want to miss it. We have plenty of other events and exciting content planned as well. So come
Yo.
join us in celebration
I had
of
every
this special
issue
anniversary.
known to man.
Also, if you log
At the
into
beginning of
game
this stream.
after this
All right. Also, how's the
presentation,
audio
you can
sound?
receive a present of 3,000 gems as our
Who
newest
said you made it
campaign
before the
begins.
important stuff
You
so we
won't
lit?
want to miss it.
True. Yeah, I know they usually save the more important announcements for later in the stream. I had a whole plan for what I wanted to do today.
Its 5th anniversary, we'll
None
have
of it happened.
Pokemon that were first discovered in the Galar region appearing in the wild. The Ultra Unlock Part 3 Sword and Shield event will begin on August 20th, 2021 at 10 a.m. local time. Players can look forward to seeing Wooloo, Squavit, and Phalanx during the event. The legendary Pokemon Zacian and Zamazenta will also be appearing in 5-star
Zashi and
raids.
Zamazenta.
It seems that the sudden appearance of Pokemon originally discovered in the Galar region has something to do with the mischievous
You
tricks
said
of
it's
a
good
certain
stream,
mythical
not as loud
Pokemon.
as you, but
Be
still
sure to
audible.
take part
Perfect.
in these events and discover the truth
Just wanna
behind
make sure
these
you can
curious
still hear everything.
appearances. Your adventures in the
Yeah,
real
man.
world will only continue to grow.
I had like
in
a super
Pokemon
intense
Go.
conversation with my mom this morning. Yo, this whole morning has been wild. Not the way that I
Next
thought
up,
it would
we
be.
have some news about the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl.
All right, let's
games.
go. This is what we here for, man. This is how we make our money right here. This is how we pay the bills. This is showing mad loud. It really yeeted my homie. Alright. I did want to look at the Diamond and Pearl remakes and see anything that they added. I wonder if it's going to look exactly the same as it did before, if they're going to change some stuff up. Honestly, I was super satisfied with the way that it looked before, but I feel like a lot of people expected it to look like Sword and Shield. That goes off like Pokemon Let's Go vibes right there. How's the audio for this trailer? I just want to make sure it's not too... What's his face? Not too loud on the game. This music slaps. Now, I've never played the original Diamond and Pearl, so I am planning on getting these so I can try them out. I'm super excited for that. This is cool though. I love how they do remasters for older gens so people can experience them. Still good, cool. Just making sure. Thanks, Smooper. I appreciate that. You're the real MVP, man. Oh, they got fashion stuff now. This is cool. Like, I don't really know what the big differences are between the original version and this one, so I don't want to like blow it out of proportion. Because like, I don't want to react to something and be like, oh, it was always there, and then I just look like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm just appreciating it for what it is. But yeah, I definitely played the mess out of Emerald. Got a Game Shark, caught all the Pokemon. And then I never played Diamond and Pearl because I didn't have a DS. So it'll be nice for me to experience all of those games now. My homie Munchlax. My man was big vibing. Took my Pokemon away, they took other people's too. Team Galactic. What's this about? So is this new, or was Team Galactic always in the original Diamond and Pearl? Because this looks cool. But I'd assume they were always there. Galactic's in the original, gotcha. Just making sure. That's cool though. Now, all will end and everything will begin. That was pretty dope. Oh, shoot. Yo, I heard that there was a lot of limited time legendary Pokemon that you can catch in this. Like, I think Darkrai was like one of the Pokemon that was like limited. You had to have like special stuff. I don't remember the one on the left, but I think the one on the right is Palkia, if I'm not mistaken. Available November 19, 2021. I think they had a release date to this game before, but I'm actually pumped for this. Like, I'm a little pumped for this. I said that to my girlfriend last night. I was like, yo, I'm a little pumped for this bad boy.
Of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond
and you got the
Pokemon
plushies
Shining
in the
Pearl is
background.
now
That's pretty
just
dope.
3 months away.
You said if
Let's
you play
review the
300
main
hours, you can
points
catch
of these
Deoxys.
revitalized
Yo,
games.
people out here grinding. You said there were a lot of
After
legendaries in this
15
one.
years,
And that's kind of what I'm
Pokemon
pretty hyped
Diamond
about.
and
I feel like
Pokemon Pearl
collecting-wise,
have been
this is one of the
reborn
most fun Pokemon
into
games to play.
Pokemon
You said I was a
Brilliant Diamond
fiend.
and Pokemon Shining Pearl.
This is dope, though.
This adventure takes place in the Sinnoh region, a land rich in nature with towering Mount Coronet at its heart. As the protagonist, you'll adventure across the region, catching wild Pokemon and
Badoo.
making new friends as you strive to
Homie
complete
be
your
chillin'.
Pokedex. Along with your partner Pokemon, you'll overcome the gym leaders of each area and aim to become the champion.
So basically every Pokemon game in a
You'll
nutshell.
also encounter traces of the Sinnoh region's myths, passed down through the generations, and unravel the truth behind their mysteries.
Characters you'll meet during the adventure.
This is Professor Rowan, who entrusts you with a Pokemon. He's a
When you
famous
said
professor
Rowan,
researching
I thought of
Pokemon
Roland
evolution.
from Borderlands. And I was like, dang, rest in peace to my homie.
This is your childhood friend and rival. He hones his skills as a Pokemon trainer through your friendly rivalry.
Your generic rival that you get in every Pokemon game.
Rourke is one of the gym leaders you'll take on during your journey. He
No, this
uses
is exciting
Rock-type
though, man.
Pokemon.
There's so much nostalgia and stuff like this.
Everywhere you look, Team Galactic is up to something.
My
There
homie got the
appears to be
bowl
some
cut.
sort
Let's
of
go.
lofty goal behind all their audacious activity. Cynthia is investigating myths about Pokemon. She's a mysterious person who shows up at many points along your journey.
I wonder what they changed, per
Gameplay
se.
features from Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl have been revamped and powered up for these new games. In the Grand Underground, you can participate in a number of activities, such as
That's
digging
cool.
up fossils or creating your own secret base and decorating it with Pokemon statues. There are
Any
also places
customization
down
is
there
always a
called
plus in my
Pokemon
opinion.
Hideaways, which didn't
He
exist
said, "Oh,
in
the
Pokemon
remake of
Diamond
Sinnoh."
and
By the
Pokemon
way,
Pearl. Apparently, the Pokemon
Takuya
that appear
Hikari,
in
welcome to the
Pokemon
stream. Thanks for
Hideaways
stopping
will
by.
change depending
Hope you're
on which
enjoying watching the
statues you
direct
have
right now.
placed in your secret base. It
I've
seems
never
that some of
played the original
Pokemon
Diamond
living
and
in the
Pearl, so I
Sinnoh
wouldn't
region
fully be able
can
to
only be
appreciate the
found in this
remaster.
place. So
But
be sure to fully
it's nice because I
explore
get to
the
relive
Grand
playing
Underground
this as
spread
if it
out
just
beneath
came
the
out.
surface of
So it's like
Sinnoh.
super awesome.
You can use the stickers you'll collect on your adventure to customize the effects that appear when Pokemon spring out of Pokeballs, such as confetti or fireworks.
Oh, you have it?
By collecting stickers at various locations along your journey and decorating
Dude,
with
I'm
them,
pumped.
you can make your Pokemon battles
Minor
even
things like
more
this
fun.
cosmetics, I feel like this is where a lot of games are going now. Like,
One
everyone's
new
just
feature that was
dropping
not
cosmetic
available in
things
Pokemon
like
Diamond
on
and
to
Pokemon
give it a
Pearl
form of
is the
customization.
ability to change your outfit.
Like now, look, you can
Wear
change
your
your outfit,
favorite
more
styles on
cosmetics.
your
He said we
adventure.
battle and when it drops, I'm gonna get smacked.
In super contest shows, your Pokemon can
But I'm down.
dance to the rhythm of the music. proudly
I still
show off
need
a
to
contest
keep
move,
grinding
and
out
aim for a successful show.
Pokemon Sword.
Cooperate
I got
with
to
your partner
post game, but
Pokemon
never
to really work up the crowd.
really did much after it, like to level up my Pokemon and get like a
In the
competitive
Union
type
Room,
of
this
like
release
lineup.
allows you to use
He
not
said the
only
original.
local
I don't have any
communication,
Switch
but
games.
also
Too
online
poor to get a Switch,
communication to interact
bro.
with trainers all
Honestly,
over the world in real time.
it ain't easy
Please
nowadays,
enjoy
man.
battles
Like I need a
and
new
Pokemon
MacBook
trades with
because my
many other
MacBook is
trainers.
old as dirt. It's 2012, but I'm not
You
trying
can
to
walk
shell
around
out that
with
Apple
any of
money
the
to get a
Pokemon
new
that
one,
appear in these
unfortunately.
games. Enjoy
So
your
it'd be
journey
like
through
that.
Sinnoh together with your partner
Oh, the
Pokemon.
Pokeball customization was in the original Diamond and Pearl. That's actually pretty cool. I like
Encounters
that.
with all kinds of people and Pokemon and the mystery behind Sinnoh's myths
He
await
said I
you.
just get rental teams online.
We hope you look forward to
The
starting
good
an
old-fashioned
exciting
yoink and
adventure
twist.
with new gameplay features in the Sinnoh region.
Let's go. I'm excited because like I said, for me, I'm experiencing this for the first time. Never played this game
Please
before.
wait just a bit longer
So
for the
everything's
start
going
of
to
your
be new
adventure.
to me. He said the yoink and
But
twist.
that's not all. A special Nintendo Switch Lite Dialga and Palkia edition will
Yo!
also be released to celebrate the launch of these
If you want a
games.
Nintendo Switch Lite, man, this might
This
be
special
it.
Nintendo Switch
That looks
Lite
kinda dope,
is
I'm not gonna
dressed up
lie.
with art of the legendary Pokemon Dialga and
Oh
Palkia,
wow, this
where you
releases
combine
before the
the
game
special
comes out.
Nintendo DS Lite
2
on it,
weeks, I think,
Dialga
before the
and
game comes
Palkia
out.
edition that was released back in 2006 to align with the original game's launch. It will
That's
be
pretty cool.
available to purchase beginning November 5th, 2021. Look forward to it. Next, we have some information for you about the Pokemon Legends Arceus game, which is
Yo.
being developed by Game Freak.
This is what I've been waiting for, man. They're getting straight to it, man. They're not wasting any time. Homie Cyndaquil, that was my starter in Pokemon freaking Crystal. Bro, I'm so pumped for this game. I'm super excited for this. This is a tale of a time long ago when the lives of humans and Pokemon were still separate. Bro, this is the genesis of the Pokemon generation. Even though they're including multiple gens in it. This is how you'd assume every Pokemon game would look. Like, in my head as a kid, this is how Pokemon looked. Which is, like, super funny. This is so cool. This is gonna be a whole RPG, bro. Like, freaking Zelda. Imagine if this game was like Genshin, bro. Gotcha game. Nah, I don't think they do that. And they have the controls up now. I don't think they showed that before in the last preview. You can cycle through your Pokemon, it looks like, by pressing X. This is pretty cool, man. I think it's really cool because it's just so revolutionary. Like, we haven't seen a game like this before. The little firework. Bro, this is gonna be so cool, man. What the heck? Yo, it looked like she dove off the cliff. Oh, wow. Yo, that is actually cool. Like, that's how you fly in the game now? That is so freaking cool. What the heck? And then you can use the actual fish to, like, traverse instead of it being the generic sprite. Now you could smile out it. I still gotta edit my moderation settings. This is just so much more immersive, and this is what I really wanted in a Pokemon game. Just more immersion, because the universe is, like, so cool as is. Bro. Oh, this is cool. So, like, it looks like the stronger Pokemon are, like, a bit more hostile. Yo, this don't look like Dark Souls, bro. He said it brings a tear to my eyes. 8 pixels to this. What the heck? Yo, this don't look like Uzumaki Chronicles, man. the little font that they put for the words right there. This is cool, man. What the heck? I still can't believe that you can just fly and swim on your animals like that and then ride them. Like, this game looks good. I don't care what anybody says. Like, and there's more. Oh, not actual gameplay footage. It's probably like a little trailer that they have. Lord of the Rings, bro? I'm just kidding. Oh, that's the cover to the game. That's fire, dude. January 28th, 2020. Dang. November? And then right after November hits, as soon as the new year starts, January, and we got a new game.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
That was cool. They showed so much stuff in that trailer, too.
Let's take a closer look at some of the elements introduced in the video.
Yeah, dang. That's crazy.
Pokemon Legends
I'm gonna catch up
Arceus
on chat.
is a brand new title that opens new doors for the Pokemon series.
You said, I always
by
go
fusing
water, but I might have
action
to
with
cop the
RPG
Cyndaquil. Yeah,
elements.
honestly, Typhlosion, fire.
Your
No pun
adventure
intended.
takes
He's a
place
fun
in a
Pokemon.
region known
See, the
as
first game I actually
Hisui.
played and
During the
owned was
Vaughn
Gen
era,
3,
when it was
Ruby and
rare for
Emerald, but
people
I've
to live
always
in
loved
harmony
Pokemon since
alongside
Gen 1.
Pokemon.
Yeah, the first
Mount
gen I
Moran
got
towers over the
was
center of the
Gen
land,
1, but
with
I think Gen
sprawling,
2 was already
diverse,
out. I just
natural
chose to get Gen 1
environments
because I like
surrounding the
Pikachu.
mountain on all sides. These different
He said,
areas
oh,
are
what
home
mon
to
is
a
that?
rich variety
Honestly,
of
I hope
Pokemon
that they
ecosystems.
introduce a
In the
lot of new
future,
Pokemon
this
in here.
land of Hisui will
So it
come
brings
to
a
be
tear to
known
my
as
eye
the Sinnoh
to go
region.
from black and white,
Set out on an
8
adventure
pixels,
with
and
the
now
goal of
this.
completing
It's
the
so
first ever
beautiful. That's
Pokédex
big
for the
facts right
Hisui
there.
region.
Like, this is definitely a huge difference compared to what I was
The
used to when I was like
bustling
10 years
village
old
will
playing
be
this
the
for the
base
first time.
Your adventures. It's home to the Galaxy Expedition Team, made up of people from various other regions.
Man, I'm
The
excited.
divisions such as the Medical
Like,
Corps, the Security
homie
Corps,
Abra chilling in the
and
background
the
over
Survey
there.
Corps, which researches Pokemon. Professor Laventon's field of study is the ecology of Pokemon. He came to the Hisui region along with Pokemon he met in various other regions. He entrusts one of these Pokemon to you.
And those are the starters in this game,
Captain
which is so
Cynene
interesting.
is the leader of the Survey Corps. Though she may
Yeah, I'm
seem to
definitely
treat
gonna
you
pick
harshly,
Cyndaquil,
deep
personally.
down, she's your biggest supporter, and she watches over your progress with care. Commander Komodo oversees the entire Galaxy team. He's a dependable leader who has earned
Homie
the
looks like a straight
unwavering trust
samurai.
of his team members. When the commander recognizes your knack for Pokemon research, he allows you to join the team and has you work as a member of the Survey Corps.
That's fire, man. Like, I'm so excited for this
The duty
game.
of the Survey Corps is to observe and catch Pokemon to shed light on how they live. Your survey duties hold the key to unlocking the true purpose of your adventure, and in the course of your work, you'll
And it's
visit
so
various
interesting that the
locations within
frame
the
of
Hisui
time
region. Your
that they
excursions
put you in. You
outside
said
the
we can
village will
join
begin
Team
by preparing
Galactic.
at a
I'm so
base camp.
confused.
At these
So
camps,
apparently,
you'll be
like,
able to
because of the
prepare for your
time frame,
survey work
I don't
by
think
finding
Team
items
Galactic
or
is what it
crafting new
is in
ones
like
from basic
Diamond
materials.
Pearl in this game. I think this is like
In
the
Hisui
origins of
region,
everything,
you'll
so it's
find that
before it
you're
even evolved to
vulnerable
what we see it
attacks
as
from
today.
wild Pokemon. Take too
It's like
much
so
damage
interesting.
from their attacks, and you'll black out.
Oh,
So use
they hit
caution when
you.
you're out doing your survey work. When your Pokemon are hurt,
They said,
you can
"Forget your
return to a
Pokemon, I'm
base
trying to
camp
come after
rest
you."
up and recover.
That's
Once
so
you've
funny.
completed a survey assignment, return to the village and report the results to whoever requested the job.
This is so interesting.
Pokemon live all over the place. Get close to them and aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball to try to catch them. You'll find that not all species of Pokemon react the same way when they
That's
spot
adorable.
you.
So some of them
For
you can just
example,
chill.
Some Pokemon will immediately flee. so you'll
Yo,
want to hide
imagine
in tall
passing
grass
off
when
from
you approach them. Aggressive Pokemon,
Wormpy.
on the other hand,
Bro,
may
that'd
need
be
to
me at the
weakened
beginning of the
in
game,
battle.
honestly.
There are a
Like,
variety of tricks to catching them all.
that's crazy, man.
Throw a
How to catch
Pokeball
Pokemon.
containing
I
one of
think
your
I know
own
how to catch them
Pokemon
since
near a
Gen
wild
1.
Pokemon, and a battle will begin.
They're like, don't tell me what
You'll
to do.
find
I've been
that a
doing this
single
for
Pokemon
all
may
my
get to act
life.
multiple times in a row, depending on its speed stat and the moves that it uses. You can also choose to have
I wonder how
Pokemon use
IVs
their
and
moves
stuff
in
are
two
gonna
different
work in this
styles,
game.
Strong style and agile style. Using a move in the strong style will increase the move's power, but the Pokemon's action speed will be lowered. Using
That's
a
so
move in
interesting.
the agile style will decrease the move's power, but the Pokemon's action speed will be raised.
And this is
You'll find the strong
completely
style will
new.
come in
I don't think
handy
they've
when
ever
you see
included a
chance to
mechanic
end the
like
battle
this.
with one powerful move.
What?
While the agile style is great for situations where
We got
acting
0 to
multiple
deaths in
times a
Pokemon
row
now?
will give your battle strategy a real boost. Use these different styles as the situation demands to gain the upper hand in battle.
That's so interesting.
When you report the results of your survey work to the professor, information will be added to the Pokédex. You can advance your
So it's like
research
field
and fill
reporter,
in more
which makes
information
sense.
by doing things like catching Pokemon, seeing them use certain moves multiple times, and more. Seek out and meet lots of different Pokemon to complete that Pokédex.
So the question is, can you complete the
Now, we'd like
Pokédex
to
in
introduce
this
some of the
game?
Pokemon living in the
Or do you have
rich,
to play like
natural
50 other
environments that
games
are
to complete
spread
the
out across
Pokédex?
the Hisui region. This Pokemon with distinctive antlers is known as Weirdeer.
So this is a
Weirdeer
new
evolves from a
Pokemon.
Stantler that has managed to live in the harsh natural environment of the Hisui region.
It's so interesting.
It has strong
It
ties
literally
with the
looks
local
like a book.
people,
That's so
and it has
cute.
been treated with
Yeah, that's
great
awesome.
care and respect in this land since ancient times. Garments made with the fur shed from its beard, tail, and legs are highly prized as warm winter clothing.
This Pokemon looks cool
This
too.
Pokemon is Basculegion. It can swim with great
Basculegion.
power. Basculin that live in the Hisui region can evolve into this Pokemon if they become possessed
That's so
by the
cool.
restless souls of other Basculin in their school that have perished during their journey upstream.
Wow.
This Pokemon gains power from the souls possessing it.
So this
letting it
Pokemon's
swim
edgy.
On and on without tiring. There are also Pokemon that can be found living in this
Homie got
land
a
in
whole
forms that
afro.
have adapted to the environment of the Hisui region.
And that looks like a
Pokemon
Growlithe.
with its great,
The
majestic
other
wings
Pokemon that
is
they
the
showed.
Hisuian form
Basculin
of
actually gets a
Braviary.
use.
It comes to Hisui in the
Edgelord.
winter and can imbue
Yo,
its
everyone who
creatures
loves
with
Sasuke
psychic
is gonna love
power to
Basculin.
generate shockwaves.
The souls of their
This
entire
Pokemon,
village.
which works with
Oh yeah, that is
partner,
Growlithe.
the Hisuian
Growlithe got a
form of
whole bowl
Growlithe.
cut now.
It is a very wary
My man's
Pokemon
chillin'.
and appears to protect its territory.
That's so
Hisuian
funny.
Growlithe's soft fur is an excellent insulator, allowing it to stay active and lively even in this chilly land. The horn on its head is made of rock, but it breaks easily, so Hisuian Growlithe uses it only when it'll have the greatest effect.
I wonder what an Arcanine would look like, the evolved version of
Pokemon
Growlithe.
Arceus holds the key to this story, but what connection does it have to your adventure?
This game's gonna be
We
amazing,
hope you
man.
look forward to finding out
Like,
on
I
the
know
day
it's
when
gonna
you
be
can
fire,
finally meet
like-
the people and Pokemon of the Hisui region for yourself.
And I know there's gonna be so many more Pokemon that they introduce in this region. He said, sure, fire type needs more
Those were
fur.
our latest updates on these new entries in the Pokemon series. Pre-orders for Pokemon Legends
So November
Arceus,
19th.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and Pokemon
Oh,
Shining
pre-orders
Pearl
open up on the
become
eShop
available
after this
on
too.
Nintendo eShop
Pokemon
after this
Legends
broadcast.
Arceus. And then November 5th, the limited Pokemon
We
or
also
Nintendo
want to
Switch
announce
Lite
that
comes
support for
out.
These titles is planned to come to Pokemon Home. The
I don't
cloud
even use
service for
Pokemon Home.
Nintendo Switch and compatible
Does not
mobile
affect me
devices in
whatsoever.
2022.
Oh shoot, it's compatible with the Switch though, which is good.
Keep an eye on our upcoming announcements.
Or
for
it's going
quicker
to be.
details.
That's pretty cool.
As for the ranked battles that so many of you continue to enjoy, these will take place as before in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Ranked battles
We
will
hope
not
you
take
all
place in
have fun
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond
participating in
Shield
even
or
more
Legends
competitive play in the
Arceus.
future.
So comp is not going to exist,
Those
I
are
guess,
all the
in these
latest
games.
updates we can share with you today. We hope you're looking forward to all the exciting Pokemon adventures to
That doesn't
come.
affect me personally. I don't mind.
Thank you all for tuning in and watching.
Wow. He says this means all the Mon Prop going to be usable in Sword, or at least I hope. Yeah, I wonder if they'll make it so you can just trade your Pokemon over. I'm low-key sick, but I'm still going to have fun. Dang. That was really interesting, man. Like, I enjoyed that presentation. I thought it was really good. And I did miss a little of the beginning of the presentation. But I want to watch this really
I'm
quick.
Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
I didn't miss anything
Today,
important,
I'm happy to
most
share
likely.
with
It's
you
probably
our
just really
latest
minor
updates on a
things.
number of games.
But dang,
First,
that was a pretty good
we'd like to share
presentation.
some
I'm not
news
gonna lie.
about
I enjoyed
Pokemon's
that.
first strategic team battle game, Pokemon Unite. The
Pokemon
Nintendo
Battle
Switch version
Unite.
of the game has already been released, and the
I
release
played this
of
with
the
my
mobile version
friends.
has now been set for
We
September
got
22nd.
destroyed, man. Like,
In
we
anticipation
got
of the
bodied.
mobile version launch, pre-registration
I'm so bad at
has
this
begun
game.
today on the App Store and Google Play Store.
Like, this game's like
Nintendo
League,
Switch and mobile device
but
users
it's
can
so
play
much
together
more
in
fighting.
Pokemon Unite.
Like,
We hope as many
so,
people
like,
as
you just gotta be
possible
ready to
will
fight
able to
all
enjoy
the time.
playing it together.
So that's
Players
insane.
will also receive special gifts in their game based on the number of people who pre-registered for the mobile version. Thanks
Oh, that's
to a
pretty
special
cool.
Campaign happening
So it's like a
now.
community
We
campaign.
hope you'll all pre-register.
Hey, my
and
homie
look forward to the
Pikachu.
mobile release.
Yeah, if you haven't played Pokemon Unite, this
Players
game's
who are
definitely
quick to
fun.
jump in
I
with the
recommend it.
Nintendo Switch version that has
And it's
already
free,
been
too, which
released
makes it
can
cool.
also receive Zeraora's Unite license as a launch bonus. The
Cool.
Unite license can also be used in the mobile version by linking accounts. And finally, I'd like to give you all a preview of some of the Pokemon that are slated to
I've just
join
peeped
in
got the
future
Pokemon
updates.
Watch on too. That's so cool. Mamoswine's making his introduction. Yeah, I still need to understand this game better. Because I just ran in. I thought it was going to be like League, so I'm like trying to farm. But like, you fall so behind if you just farm and that's it. So like, I'm trying to like fight, but then I'm getting bodied by people. I don't know anybody's abilities. I'm like, yo, I have
Look
no
forward
idea
to
what's
more
going
from
on right
Pokemon
now.
Unite in the future. Now, I'd like to share some news about a few of our other games.
And then I think he goes into the cafe mix, which he
Get a
talked
fate
about.
of new elements.
Yeah, and I don't really care too much about any of this stuff. And I think this is like a
To
mobile
celebrate
game.
the 2-year anniversary of Pokemon Masters EX, 3 Dairy Pokemon
Yeah, this is a mobile game.
organization.
Yeah, okay, so this is when I started my stream around this point right here. And then they like introduced some Pokemon Go stuff, and then it went straight into the new stuff, but that was pretty good. Some people are saying L, other people are saying W. He said this is a Pokemon Direct, not a Nintendo Direct. Yo, Smash is dead. Yo, some people just want to complain about anything. Me dying to a wild Pokemon, just another day for the survey corpse. He said, the chat is a mix of, oh, this looks nice. Cancel your pre-orders. Where is Amagus? While I'm still not a fan of the chibi style, it's looking a lot better than it was, and I'm glad we get to customize our player and we can have our partner walk with us. I personally don't understand what the hate was of them choosing to keep Diamond and Pearl remasters as chibi. Like, where did the expectation come from that it was going to be more than that? Like, I feel like people can just think of things so ideally, but like, it's definitely going to take way longer than as long as they've been working on this. And on top of that, they're trying to pump out a completely different Pokemon project. Like, I was never expecting that. It kind of reminds me of like the Nintendo Switches that run in 4K with the new OLED screens and all this other stuff. Like, I didn't expect any of that stuff. So like, I didn't really get my hopes up for it. He said, I believe the Xeno variants are more to symbolize what they would have looked like several hundred years back before further breeding and environmental evolution. Which makes sense, but like it was funny that Takuya brought out like a fire type needs more fur, question mark. This is my prediction. There will be something that will make a lot of people upset. I mean, I think the people who are upset are just going to be upset. There's not really much you can do about it. I'm actually going to go to Nintendo Switch on Reddit and see if people kind of like made any comments or anything about what's going on. So the Pokemon Presents. So we already have the Legends Arceus gameplay trailer, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's like a few hundred comments on here. Can I do this by live? I can't. So someone said, holy crap, the explanation for the Basculin evolution, I'm dying. It can evolve when possessed by the souls of other Basculin that perished on their journey or something. So, yeah, they're pretty edgy. He said, this looks vastly improved. That Growlithe looked dope. Most comments on Reddit, I feel like early, are very generic comments just for the sake of either restating information that everyone already knows or has seen, or is like, wow, this is cool. Like, it doesn't really have much of a place to have discussion. It's just more of a, yeah, you know. He says, wow, Legend Arceus looks not bad. I'm legitimately impressed. Like, you can't really have much conversation with that. Like, yeah, it looks good. Like, what else is there to say? He said, Secret Base is back. Pokemon contests are more engaging now, it seems. Involves mini-games. Diggling, exploration are back. Pokemon hideaways are new. Looks interesting. Pokeball designs and stickers are back. Not gonna lie, big fan of the Pokeball stickers. Hey, Gibbon. What's up, man? Welcome back, Mr. Helping me put a comma in my code. I hope everything's going well for you today. I'm just, looking at some Reddit comments following the Pokemon Presents presentation. They gave some new information on the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and they showed some stuff on Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is like really promising and exciting. I'm not sure if you're into Pokemon or not, but I thought the presentation was really good, and I'm really excited to see what happens when the games come out. He said, all right, I just got off work. Do you live in an American time zone? For me, it's 9:30 a.m. It's very early. But congrats on just getting off work, because I just started my stream. I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to be doing. Oh, Sweden, sick. Makes sense. I assumed that it was somewhere else. But I just started my morning pretty much. In regards to my plans today for the stream, I did want to catch the live stream of the Pokemon Presents. And from here, I didn't really have too many plans. Wow, excuse me. I didn't really have too many plans. I was probably just going to like look around at just some more Pokemon information, see if anybody had any more resources that we can look into, maybe something that we can read and just kind of talk about in regards to all the new stuff for Pokemon. But I'm really excited. Someone said, okay, I feel better about a Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Like, the one thing that I don't understand is when people formulate an opinion about something when it's in its early stages. Like, everyone has the right to give an opinion. We literally, like, that's the whole point of them showcasing stuff, so they can get people's reactions and go and fix things. But, like, I don't really understand the whole thing with, like, kind of jumping the gun before we see what the final product actually looks like. He says, going to keep my expectations low. Just hope I see a Pikachu. Expectations met. I saw too. Genuinely excited for the new Pokemon game. The Pokemon can actually harm you. No, that's more like it. That's something that I've always thought about in Pokemon games. Like, how come the actual trainer never really got hurt by Pokemon? And in the show, it's pretty similar too. Pokemon don't really hurt the trainers that much. So, I don't know. Like, I always like, how come they don't hurt the trainer if the trainer's literally standing right there? And then when you look at Team Rocket, Pikachu always zaps them and they blast off somewhere. I'm like, how come they haven't implemented that into like an actual Pokemon game? He said, I feel that way about pretty much anything, especially all the early access stuff. Yeah, I always just hold my tongue until the final product rolls out. And even when the final product rolls out, it still usually has a few kinks in it, and you have to wait for the development team to keep polishing things until things work well. Like day one bugs, for example. Like I know that the Samsung Neo G9, I think is the name of the ultra wide monitor. A lot of people have been raving about this monitor for God knows how long. And they had their pre-orders in, and then when they got their monitors, a lot of people have been complaining about firmware issues. And in my head, I'm like, it just came out. Like, what do you expect? Like, of course it's going to have issues. They have to fix things. You said, yeah, true. However, like, Cyberpunk was too trash at launch. Yeah. Cyberpunk, I have the game. A buddy of mine actually just messaged me yesterday and was saying, like, how he was playing Cyberpunk over one of his friend's house. And I'm like, I actually haven't touched that game since around launch. I remember I bought the game because I was so excited. I love Cyberpunk, like, the aesthetic of it. Like, I love dressing in, like, this tech wear type fashion, which is, like, utilitarian or functional type clothing and stuff like that. And like, I was like, yo, this game's going to be like for me. I'm super excited for this. It came out and it had like so many bugs and a lot of people were complaining about it. And I ended up just kind of putting the game to the side and just waiting for them to kind of just continue to work on the game. Cause I felt like it was also rushed because it was like one of the most hyped games ever. But I mean, it's kind of whatever. I might get back to it at some point. You said, I know they have patched a bunch, but still not close to done, I think. And it's like, that's the thing that sucks when so many people have their eyes on your project. It's like they can set expectations so high. Like, and I just mentioned this with like the Switch earlier, where people were like saying, oh, it's going to be 4K. It's going to have an OLED screen. It's going to be able to do like 120 hertz. They're going to change this. They're going to change that. And the Switch is like, oh, we didn't really do much of anything. We just kind of pretty much gave it a new color and gave it some quality of life improvements, like the stand's a little bit different now, and then a few other minor things. Screen's like a tiny bit bigger. And people are like, oh man, they disappointed us. And I'm like, when did they ever tell you they were going to do that? It's like when people get behind something, they hype it up more than what it actually is. And it can just be really difficult for a company because people claim that their expectations weren't met, but they set their own expectations. So it sucks. It really does, but I'm going to see if people added more comments to this. You said, I know they have patched... Okay, I read that already, actually. A few people commented on this. Chibi humans in the overworld they still look real bad to me, but I'm excited for this now. Just my opinion. Game looks great, but that's the worst trailer I've ever seen in a long time. I mean, people have the right to be nitpicky about stuff like this, but like these are things that I don't pay attention. Wait, I'm looking at a spoiler. I haven't even played the game. What am I doing? But these are things I legit just don't pay attention to. You said I didn't get a holographic screen that comes from my watch. My expectations weren't met. I can't project holograms off of my watch, unfortunately. Have you seen the Internet Historian? Both the Fall of 76 and the End-Goodening of No Man's Sky are amazing. I actually haven't. I wouldn't mind watching those. The Fall of 76. Oh, these are like documentaries. And then there's another one too, you said, the End-Goodening of No Man's Sky. Now, I know No Man's Sky people said that this game rolled out and was absolute trash. And as time went on, the game started getting really good. And another good example of this is Final Fantasy XIV, which is one of my favorite games right now. Final Fantasy XIV was so bad on launch that they had to just nuke the entire project and start from scratch, rebuild the game with another director, which was Yoshi P. And they completely revolutionized the game, made everything up from the ground, you know, and now it's like one of the most popular games out right now. And it's arguably the best MMORPG out right now because World of Warcraft isn't doing so well with everything that's going on at Blizzard. And it's like, it's insane, man. Like, that, like, this is what happens when people just have faith in their projects instead of, oh, it didn't launch and it wasn't 10 out of 10. Guess I'm just going to leave. I don't really have any reason to try this out anymore. But, like, when you have faith in developers and you just are patient with them, the game can just become so much better. But I know that like for Final Fantasy XIV, No Clip did a documentary on it. I think it's like a 4-part documentary. Yeah, it's like 1.0. And then it's rewriting history, and then the new world. It's like they go through this entire process of the game sucks, so they have to tear the entire thing down and build it back up and then relaunch it, which is why the game's called A Realm Reborn, because it's like the game had to go through a rebirth, which is like super interesting. He said, I think you would enjoy the end good ending of No Man's Sky because 99.999% of the internet is just hate. The video is later and actually kind of makes you see it from the developer's side. And yeah, I never really jump on internet trends too much when it comes to like the way that people look at games. Like, because I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so I'll never tell people that they can't have an opinion. But the one thing that I try to do is I always try to have my own idea of the way that I look at things. Like, for example, there were people commenting on Reddit, that was a terrible trailer. Did you see the zoomed in text bubbles? And I'm like, are you really going to care about that while you're playing the game? Like, is that something that you're really putting an emphasis on? A zoomed in text bubble? Like, that's something that's so minor that can be fixed in like 1 second. You know? And it's like, I try to focus on so many other things that are going on. Hey, Alexandra, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. By the way, I may have been seeing you through my Discord playing some Final Fantasy 14. And I was going to message you about it, but I was like, you know what? Let me not say anything. I'm just going to let her enjoy herself playing some Final Fantasy 14. She said, lies. You didn't see anything. That is so funny. Yeah, but I mean, I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope so. But yeah, I'm just looking through some comments on the Pokemon Presents presentation and just talking about like the way that I personally formulate an opinion over what I see in a game. I just feel like a lot of people can kind of jump the gun with their opinions. And it's not to say that their opinions invalidate it. It's more to say like I try to look at things that I feel like are big issues as compared to nitpicking tiny things that can easily be fixed. Like someone said something like, yeah, these zoomed in text bubbles. Like, is that something that really grinds someone gears when it comes to looking at a game? Like, and I'm not saying that their opinion is invalidated, but that's something that can easily be fixed in like less than an hour. You know, that's super simple. And the zoomed in text bubbles are for the sake of the trailer specifically. When you play the game, they're not going to zoom in on any text bubbles, you know? So you said, I try to do that, but I don't really have time to form my own opinion much of the time, especially when it comes to games. Yeah, usually I try to just look at what other people say, but I go to trusted sources, like people who I feel as though they usually look at the same things that I look at, so I can get an idea of what they think. But I think reviews are really good because they help to see something from so many different perspectives. Like, I don't care about zoomed in text bubbles, but if someone mentions it and I look and I'm like, yeah, considering that this is Nintendo, one of the most prestige companies, why wouldn't they just create a different text bubble for the trailer that wasn't as zoomed in one that made it look rushed? You know, it just made it look lower quality than it could have been. I'm like, okay, that's a valid opinion, but that's just something I don't really put too much of my own emphasis on, if that makes any sense. Excuse me. But, man, my Switch is collecting dust. The last one I played was a few days ago. I was playing Pokemon Unite with some friends. But I still have to play through Breath of the Wild. I still want to get through, like, the end game of Pokemon. And there's, like, so much that I want to do. But I feel like I just never really give myself the time to actually do it. Like, Let's Go Pikachu, I told myself I want to catch a shiny Dragonite or a shiny Charizard. Preferably both. Shiny hunting takes forever. You have to get like a combo of catching the exact same Pokemon like I think 25 times before you can even start spawning the type of Pokemon that I want. And it's like, oh man. It's insane. You said I used to play on the bus on the way to work. And not done that since COVID started. Yeah, I only played my Switch like, when I just got my Switch, I played the crap out of Pokemon Let's Go. I played a lot of Animal Crossing at the beginning. And then when I got Sword and Shield, I grinded that game. I pretty much played it every single day, and I had a ton of fun with it. But now it's like, I don't know. I don't really find myself like, this sounds wild. I'm like on my gaming PC a ton. But I don't really find myself playing games too much. I find myself just wanting to look at streams more often now. And it's not that that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, it is what it is. Like, but sometimes I'm just kind of like not really in the mood to play games. But I definitely do want to start playing my Switch a little bit more. He said next game I'm going to be playing a lot on the Switch is the new Metroid. Yes, the new Metroid. I forget the name of it. Metroid Prime, or it starts with a D, I think. I spelled that wrong. Oh, Metroid Dread. There you go. I was thinking Druid for some strange reason. Yeah, it's his just new Metroid for me. But I wonder if they have a reveal on YouTube to the first time that people found out that Metroid was like a female and not a male. I wonder if they have that. That'd be pretty cool to watch. Samus reveal to be female reaction. Because I wonder what people said when people found out that, like, Metroid was, like, Samus. I feel like it's much more crazy now. But at the same time, who knows? He said, I remember not even caring one bit as a kid. It did not even think of the gender, did not matter at all. It shouldn't, you know, honestly. But I definitely think it's, like, super cool. Especially in, like, just the way that people see everything today. Oh, yeah. Like, that would probably confuse the heck out of me if I saw this. Just like, wait, is that a girl? Like... I wish they had, like, a live reaction of, like, a lot of people watching it at the same time. People would probably be like, what? Oh, yeah, that definitely... You can definitely tell it's a girl now. That's so crazy. I wonder what people's reactions were. He's a girl. LOL. Her reveal being a female is still one of the most shocking reveals in gaming history. Like, I just feel like at the time, I can't really think, like... I don't know how things were at the time, or even what year this game came out. Like... So that's just so interesting. Like, at the time. Because I think at this time, it was, like, a lot of stuff going on in, like, women's movements and stuff like that, too. Just for, like, for equal treatment and fair pay in the workplace and more accessibility to things and, like, society, specifically in America. So, that's, like, really interesting. But, yeah, this is pretty interesting. Like, just all of this stuff. I'm really excited for these games when they come out. I'm definitely going to be trying to get them, because I do want to get new games on the Switch. I'm, like, super hyped for Pokemon games, usually. They get me pumped. You said I got a code from my friend where you can start the game playing as Samus without suit and with the wave beam. That's actually really cool. Like, I want to play a Metroid game just because I've been playing, like, Super Smash Bros. For, like, so long. I used to main Samus for a little bit in Melee. And I never bothered to, like, play her game and just learn about her universe and stuff like that. It's the same thing with, like, I feel like Super Smash Bros. Is an amazing thing for companies to get their character out there. Like, so that they can start, what's his face? So people can start to learn more about that person's universe and stuff. That's, like, so interesting. You said, I have no idea what my oldest is playing on his Switch these days. Yeah, I know my girlfriend. She plays Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley mainly. And I'm, like, subtly trying to see if I can get her to find another game that she may like. But it's all in her timing. I'm not going to force her to do anything at all, obviously. And no, I never played the Metroid game before. Ever. I think I seen my cousin have a Metroid game on the GameCube. If there was a Metroid game on the GameCube, was there one on the GameCube? Metroid Prime was on the GameCube. Yeah, I think I seen my cousin play this game when I was younger. Bro, these graphics, 10 out of 10. You said one of the Metroid Primes. Probably Metroid Prime or Metroid Prime Echoes might have been on the GameCube as well. Yeah, I know Metroid Prime was, but I have to check to see if Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Yeah, this is also on the GameCube and the Wii, so that's cool. Yeah, I know she had something on the GameCube, and she also had a Zelda game on the Nintendo 64 that I didn't play. I've never played the Zelda game before. I've only heard about them and seen them. Like, you'd think I'm this crazy dude, because I've been playing video games like all my life, but I haven't played any of these hard-hitting games that a lot of people are talking about. So it's insane. Oh, by the way, I started this new course. It's something that one of my friends recommended to me for web development. I was on Udemy because of a recommendation I got before, but I switched over to this, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with this so far. Like, I remember somebody mentioned guy named B Gilbert 85. He's a super awesome guy. He's a streamer. He's a believer. Super cool guy. He was telling me CLI is super important to know. Like, it's just one of those essential things that I should know. And they had an entire section that went over CLI, or basically just command line stuff, which is like super helpful. Just learning all this stuff. And I was able to hop on my laptop and learn how to do all of this stuff. Like, I can explain what a command line is. Basically a prompt that you can put in your terminal to tell your computer to do things. Opening the command line is basically going into my applications folder, going to my utilities, going to terminal, and then I can start putting in command lines. How do you navigate to a particular directory? I think it's like CD or something like that. You said CLI is very important, but you kind of pick it up as you work. I did that at least. Yeah, like, I'm happy I know it now because it's just so convenient. Like, and apparently there's a lot of other things to learn about it that I didn't know. I just scratched the surface. Like, these are the things that they told me to do pretty much. Like, create a new directory, navigate that directory, create a file in a directory, open VS Code through the file in that directory, navigate outside of the directory, and then delete the directory. And it was like, just learning how to do the super duper basics is just like really nice to know. It says, when I work, I do most OS stuff from terminal, which is what I just started using. Like, I never used my Apple like laptop, but through this course, they highly recommend using Mac OS or Linux, because like if you use Windows, you'd have to get like a virtual computer or like a Chromecast or something like that and run a copy of Linux off of it, and it can make your computer run slower. So I was like, I might as well just use my MacBook because that was what I was using before. Like, why not? So I've been trying to do everything on my Apple computer, and it's been really helpful because I never touched the terminal before. But yeah, pretty nice stream. Just watching all of this stuff. You said, I mean, I still run a ton of virtual machines, and they don't really slow down the computer much these days. Yeah, I have a pretty beefy computer too. Like, I don't know, part of me just wants to start doing a lot of the coding stuff on Mac OS as well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to eventually learn Linux depending on what I do. But, like, if I'm just doing web development and that's it, and I'm mainly just focused on wanting to do front-end stuff, like, I can't see myself really needing, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it just depends on the job that I have and what they decide to give me. Like, I know my one buddy, like I said, he does data structure stuff, and he uses, like, pretty much only Linux. He said, I think Linux is still pretty mandatory now. I don't know. I have no idea. I know that the class just says use one or the other. Most of the stuff that they have in the class is assuming that I'm using a Mac OS device just because it's mainly more accessible. And I guess it just depends on the company that you work for and what they give you. Because I know some people who strictly just work on MacBooks, depending on what they do. And I know other people who hop between the both of them depending on what they're working on. There's like this little file that keeps showing itself on my computer, and I don't know what it is. It's like weird. But I'll most likely eventually have to learn both. I wouldn't really be too surprised. if like I eventually have to switch over to like using like a VM on my machine or something like that, or VM on my computer so I can start learning how to use Linux. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool, the Odin project, because like I feel like they just get you to do a lot more stuff and just figure it out as you're going. And in my last class, it was more of like a lot of theory and not much application with the stuff that they told you. You said I pretty much spin up a new VM for any new project. And I wonder what like the workflow would look like since you do more of an IT type thing. I don't know. I'm so new to all of this stuff that like my mind is just open to be molded. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just so interesting. And then considering the fact that there's so many different things that can be done. Like, I know I'm definitely going to be using Windows because I've been wanting to teach myself how to use Blender and Unreal Engine so that I can like eventually start learning how to do my own like art and potentially start working on making like a video game or something like that for myself in the future. So I have them both on my computer, and they like Unreal Engine, from what I'm aware of, Apple might not be supporting it at all, just because the whole situation going on with Epic being frustrated with the Apple tax that they have for people that put stuff in their stores. So Epic's trying to be like its own entity. So I don't know, it's pretty interesting. You said, I mean, I do that when I make web apps or want to research new stuff. Like, how does Angular work? I make a VM where I can experiment on Angular stuff. Yeah. I don't know if like I'm going to be learning Angular. They have something in the Odin project that explains what stuff they were choosing to teach. I know in my other class, I think they taught Node, if I'm not mistaken. MongoDB, Node, and a little bit of like SQL stuff. And maybe jQuery, I'm not exactly too sure. But I never even got to those sections yet. You said it gets so messy having everything on your main operating system install. That makes sense. Yeah, it'd probably be better to have things separated on others. I wish I could just use Windows, but guess I can't. It's just because I have like so much more familiarity. And it's like, I know I have to just learn how to learn when it comes to using a lot of this stuff. And I'm absolutely okay with that. Like, I just have to be accepting that, like, you know what? I'm just going to have to learn a bunch of stuff, and it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm just so much more comfortable with Windows since, like, I built my computer. I learned so much about all the stuff that goes on with it. But at the same time, I've been using, like, my MacBook for, like, freaking years for all my college work. And I kind of like the idea of separating work. So like I try to keep everything on my MacBook now that I'm doing when it comes to like learning about like web development and all that other stuff, and I keep all my projects and stuff on here, and I'll save it to like a cloud server or something like that as well. So if I do want to access it on my Windows computer, I can. Like for example, like VS Code, like I have a lot of my classwork stuff right here, and I can easily just throw it on my my laptop, because VS Code, you can run it on both. He said it's just user using like Linux in the long run when it comes to coding or doing server or hosting. Gotcha. I definitely keep that note up, because I know that my buddy that does data structure stuff, he's like, learn Linux. And I'm like, why? He's like, just learn it. Trust me. Like, it's just learn it. But like as a noob who doesn't really know much of anything, I'm like, I don't really understand what's the significance of learning it. Like, but if you're saying learn it, if somebody else is telling me learn it, and you guys work in the field, that's something I'll definitely take into consideration. But I'm probably just going to because I do want to get some classwork done today. Oh, you said, I mean, for work, I mainly use Kali Linux VM. Gotcha. Yeah, as far as what I wanted to do today, I have to help my mom out with something, just taking pictures for some stuff. I have to start practicing for worship this weekend. I didn't even learn any of the 3 songs yet. Like, I'll learn them pretty quick, but I do have to put some time into learning them. And I have to get some classwork done. I do want to finish the introduction part to this, so I can start getting to them going through the basics. Like, I've learned CSS and HTML and my last class, but being able to immediately start with a project like super quick, like trying to recreate the Google homepage is going to be something super fun. And then when we go through JavaScript, it's like doing like a rock, paper, scissors project, making an etch and sketch, doing a calculator, and then going to introduce you to some backend stuff on this. And then I can kind of choose my path forward with what I want to do. I do want to, like, I don't really want to do full stack immediately. That's something I feel like I would love to learn as I'm working. Like, I'd rather just focus on getting really good with like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and what is it? One of the frameworks that I'd be using for them or something like that. But I'm not too sure. But with that being said, I'm probably going to end the stream right here. Just because I do want to kind of just like focus on this stuff. But I really do appreciate you guys stopping by just to check out this quick stream this morning. Just wanted to look at the Pokemon showcase, talk about it, talk about life a little bit. When's the next time I'm streaming? I have no freaking idea. Mainly because this week and next week are going to be super cramped for me. So I want to get a jump start on that. Like, I would hate to hold off learning the worship songs until like Friday, because Saturday I'm going to be out like all day, which sucks. So I won't have any time to really practice them or anything. I'm like looking at my calendar and how cramped it is for the rest of this week and next week, and it's just a lot. But thank you, Alexandra. I really do appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for the conversation. And I hope you guys all have a good day. I wish I can stream longer, but I really do want to get a lot of this stuff done. Hopefully I'm able to stream at some point either this week or next week. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll definitely update you guys on the Discord server. Let me see if I can drop a command to my socials. Feel free to stop by anything. Say what's up to your boy. But I'm going to go. So I hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.